cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80+ language, simply skip the video.
Be careful on what kind of things you waste your time. Why? Great question. Yesterday somebody shared a course with me, a notebook LM course. I won't mention the idiots who made the course. The thing is, this course, I went very quickly through it. I went through over 1.2 terabytes of courses in the past. The thing is, there is a strategy to it. We all understand we need to make money, but this course was so outrageously dull that when you were listening to it, the first maybe 2 minutes I was listening to it, and I think, yeah, this is one big upsell. So if you're one of those course creators, you should be ashamed. I'm actually genuinely mad if you're one of those course creators that claim to be making millions off the strategy that they're using. In general, they don't. They just list something on this big forum where all the money chasers are going, and they just make screenshots of the affiliate sales. And I think that is not the way to become wealthy, people. If you actually chasing freedom on a level like me, don't chase money. And also, when you do have a little bit of knowledge, if you think that it's enough, give it away. You will get so much more in return, because those temporarily loopholes, those dull speaking people who sell courses because they cannot upscale their current projects or income on such a level that they should actually give away their dull stuff, you should never buy those. And if you want to know how to get all courses for free, just DM me on Instagram, and if you know, good for you. And also, only pay for courses when you think there is value in it. And I'm sincerely pissed off, because I was watching it this morning, and the introduction last night, and this morning I watched this one, and I see one guy. If you look at him, with all the respect, he looks like an old history teacher driving on his bike straight out of the lost world. Now, if you run in that kind of landing pages where the people look like they probably also how they speak, or they speak like they look like I said, an old history teacher on his sandals driving on his bike straight out of a Lost World episode. I don't know even if that exists, but it's freaking insane. You know, if you have to make your money like that, you're in the money business. But it's not even a business, it's just a strategy to lure out people who need money. And you shouldn't do that. There is something, it's called morality, in my personal beliefs. That's why I'm giving everything away. The only stake is in your game is just start implementing your time. I'm not asking you for $27 or $97 and then have a fabricated fluff series of maybe 10 videos that is actually one big upsell. Because this notebook LM course creators, they should hang them on the highest level possible. And I'm not you know, enticing people to start going on a killing spree. No, I'm just warning you people who are actually looking for financial freedom, don't fall for those things. Look at do they have speaking videos on YouTube? Hundreds, not 5, because they needed to make quickly 5 because of around their landing page, so they can see that the personality is real. No, most people, they don't live what they talk about, and that's something that really pisses me off. And the thing is, when it's about my speaking, my videos, yes, I'm not the best speaker, but I'm also not asking for your dollars or hard-earned euros. And I'm showing you what you can do for free, because it's so freakishly valuable, and it gives me a life of freedom. So I don't need your money. What do I need? I need to upscale with people who want to work. That's my intention. So people who start implementing my strategies, that they start thinking, hey, now I want to upscale, maybe I want to have more expertise knowledge to upscale or to increase the clientele value, then you contact me, and then we're gonna work. And then you will never have invested any kind of dollars or euros into me. You only start spending time until that moment that it clicks in your brain and you say, hey, this is working, now I want to go faster, what can we do? But you know, those course people, and I know there's one big forum where all the marketing people go, and also the so-called marketing gurus, they have to sell their course over there. If you're such a marketing guru, do you need to sell for $27 or $97 a freaking course? You know, it really pisses me off. And also those multi-millionaire people, and they have to sell a membership so you can listen to the bullshit of multi-millionaire people. Yeah, there are people of high quality, yes, but most of them, and I went through small amounts of time per course, it's ridiculous. You know, it's ridiculous. It's just generic fluff to fill it up. The only thing that is the selling point is that you can speak with a millionaire. But do you know, do those millionaires, most of those millionaires, do they show what they do on a daily basis? Or do they fabricate everything so perfect, running around in suits, step into a Lamborghini or whatever, that bullshit? And in the meantime, for every asset that they own, they deliver part of their soul, their time. Everything that I'm sharing is simply so upscalable, but also that you can sit back and relax at one point. And that is value. And I'm not bragging over here what I'm doing, I'm just warning you for the bullshit that people like me see. And especially when you're new to the game, you fall for that kind of stuff. I fell for this stuff in the past when I was looking, you know, 16 years ago. I lost everything, and listening, or then invested maybe last $27, or maybe sometimes even $9, and it is all fluffy, buffy, and outdated earnings screenshot that are actually affiliate commissions from previous products, shitty products that they sold, earned by other people, you know. And then they say, yeah, this and this, little Timmy earned this and that. Little Timmy didn't do that. And the thing is, if little Timmy did it, he did it in the past. And what I am always speaking about, creating audiences, is evergreen. Since the first sale on the whole planet, there was money involved, there was value involved. And not only this, the people who actually bring real, I've actually lost a little bit more because I'm really emotional, fucked up by this. Two dull people. And if you look at those people, and it's not about that that head that they look like no, I think it does. If you look at people who cannot take care of their own exterior, trust me, it's over here also fluffy buffy. And then you might think, yeah, but Einstein looked also a little bit fluffy buffy. No, but you can see how he looked from his eyes, right? There are differences between people who just speak just to fill up time, but also just people who just try to compile a whole bunch of bullshit and sell it as a one big front sale. It is this course, I didn't even check what it was sold for. But the thing is, it's ridiculous. It's Notebook LM course creators. An old man, an old woman, nothing against old, because, you know, I'm 40, almost 47. The thing is, those people should be, no, that's maybe even worse. If you're an old person, you should be aware of the fact that you should actually be on such a level that you give away the value, that you don't have to sell a $27 course. Think about this, a 50-year-old plus person who needs to sell a $27 course, it's ridiculous. I would spit on them. And not only this, do you need to talk so black and white? Yes. because I try to make something very, very, very clear over here for people who get into trying to make money and start to see structure and how it works, and in the end, when you narrow down everything is pretty much the same. But if you narrow it down on such a basic level, you don't need the latest shiny loophole. And loopholes, I'm hammering on this, loopholes are temporarily money fixes, if not outdated. Most people just share outdated BS. Why? Because it doesn't make them money anymore, so they need to give away, no, not give away, sell the course for $27. I also don't understand, huh? I need to think about my words before I start saying a little bit too radical words. I think that a lot of people should be locked up at least for 7 days, solitary, and think about your sins. Solitary confinement for 7 days, and think about, if you're a 50-year-old plus guy, also 35-year-old plus guy, you need to sell a course for $27. It's fucking ridiculous. I think it's not only not moral, it's outrageous. And people who need money, they spend the last thing, maybe even worse, put a little bit hope in it, and then figure out it's all fluffy buffy. But not only fluffy buffy, it's also one big upsell, because in this specific course they actually talked about if you want to get in the monetization part, so what you sold me? One big introduction to Notebook LM, you open one YouTube video and it's done. And again, it narrows down on the fact, yeah, they made maybe 100,000 one time. Because otherwise you would, if you make, really think like this, if you make millions per month, do you need, you don't need from normal people an extra $27 per piece, which would be max. Maybe you sell 1,000 courses. 27, it's out of balance, and people sell their soul. It's ridiculous, and I think they should be spit in the face. And I really think like this. And I'm also not taking back my words. I'm also gonna upload as is, and as I said it, like all my vlogs, because it is ridiculous. Because you sell also hope. Those people sell also hope. Yeah, this is gonna work for me if I get wrestled through those things, and they think I'm too naive, so I really think this is good, and then I buy the freaking upsell of $97 or whatever the crap all was, and then for $4.99 you can do a one-on-one. You know what my conditions are for a one-on-one? Show me what you have done, show me what kind of problems you run into, and show me what you try to solve them. Even if you didn't have to solve them, at least you put in the work. Then you contact me, list it out, and don't send me hey, hoi, or whatever in any kind of language. I'm not responding on those things. This is the only thing I'm asking, because I know if you make money, we can make together money. Because people who make money, and it's not about that you did one time this and this, blah blah blah. I prefer mentality, discipline, and consistency. So I did this for the past 5 years, but I don't know how to upscale. Bingo, now you got a character. The thing is, let's finish this little rant about those BS old dinosaur looking people who, when you listen to them, you're almost already falling asleep. There are tons of people, and now I'm gonna have to think about my words again, because I know a few, they said, yeah, you want to come to my seminar? No, I don't want. Totally not. Because when I'm listening to you, I'm already falling asleep, and you probably gather a lot of other people, dressing up in suit, have their business card ready to share without any kind of tonality. No, that's not the place where I'm hanging around. And with all the respect, it's all good, the whole one big network, but again, it's the herd. It's the herd together. And you got a little bit, maybe quote-unquote higher level people gathering, with lease cars, suits. Imagine them naked. How much do they care about themselves? Their real view on life. And I know from the majority of people, and what I'm talking about, and it is very, very, very maybe categorizing, but it's true. I speak from real life, that the 99% that came here to visit me with business intentions, a little bit alcohol and a little bit more abundance of things, and bam, morals are overboard. Working with me, out of the question. I'm now 47. I lost multiple times everything because I thought people would go all the way. No, the majority doesn't. And of course they find their own little stacky of, you know, people without moralities. But anyway, it's just a little rant. Be careful. And especially when things are labeled as $27. You know what, if you're not sure about if you will have to buy something, just contact me. I want you guys to contact me. I can give you so much feedback and also tell you about the whys, and I can tell you about the things that I have done wrong, so you know it's real. And I'm not editing quickly some videos and then do 3-4 simple different takes, so I look better from this angle, this, now I said it better, now I said, oh, I forgot this word or this sales element in my video because otherwise it doesn't sell, so I can drill down on your psychology part. And then in the meantime you totally overlook the fact that they don't take care of themselves. They have the energy level of a little, I have to think about my words, about something that doesn't have energy. I don't know what that doesn't have energy. I don't know. So you understand what I mean. You know, there's also one old looking gray haired guy. He looks in the freaking camera. It's about an advertisement about some dumbass app, and he looks in the camera and then quickly looks on the side. So he's reading his transcript. If you look at yeah, do I ridiculous those people? Yes. Why? Because they dragging out money from other people, their pockets. And then and this is also, so all those BS courses, all those BS apps, they're temporarily, they go out. What I'm saying is evergreen. Everybody needs audiences. Everybody, from day one that people made the first sale, they had some sort of client. 2 clients, 3 clients, 4 clients, 6 clients, 10 clients, because you need clients / audience. And you build the audience, give them value, and you create that with Notebook LM, which is very easy to do. And you don't need this Notebook LM course. And there are multiple ways, even way much easier. But the thing is, don't look at people, their sales pages. Is it the very 1, 2, 3 step? Did you also try this? No, now the wait is over, blah blah blah, all that kind of, you know, that. And then also you got a countdown thing on the pricing within 27 or 24 hours, or I don't know what, after 10 sales the price is going up, all that normal people bullshit. Don't fall for it. Trying to protect you over here. When you want to make money, just listen to my vlogs. And not only this, when you make money, all those bullshit loopholes, they're not gonna tell you if you make 10,000 a day what is coming on your way. There's a lot of other things are coming. And also, you know, when a lot of millionaires, when they speak about their bullshit on YouTube, they also not talk about what I'm saying. You know, there are people who have bad intentions, maybe not you know, with the intention to do bad, but they think me. There are a lot of me people on the planet. Never underestimate that. This is real life, people. Real life. And people try to drag out a few dollars and feel good about it. They eat a pizza. Look at what they're eating. A person who eats everyday pizza, burgers and all kind of crap all and doesn't do anything, no discipline in place, do you think that his brain is bright enough to provide you with value? Gives you this open-minded thing? Because there is no A to Z thing. And like when it's about my audience creations, you monetize them along the way, you will start seeing the angles. All audiences are different, so it's so versatile and it can be personalized to your needs, your purpose. Anyway, I'm gonna stop my rant. I going in for an 8-kilometer run but again, those people piss me off, you know. And again, those people are old people Yeah, they're maybe 3 years older than me, but you can, but it's ridiculous. If you're around the 50 years old and you still need to sell a $27 thing, bullshit. And you might think, yeah, but all those guys who's selling seminars, one big upsell, yeah, good for them. They need the money. But if they had such a value, they wouldn't spend time to compile some kind of BS thing and then try to lure it out, or the normal guy of, you know. It's ridiculous. And I'm busy, by the way, with my e-commerce contacts that I'm start working with them on commission. Anyway, that means also, again, if I don't get results, they don't pay. So one strategy is €1 per product. Easier than that? No. So I have to put the strategies in place. If I don't perform, I don't get paid. So it is very, yeah, I'm when I think I spent maybe 15 minutes on this thing, on this course. Don't do it, people. Again, if you consider to buy this and that course, just DM me. I will prevent that you will save money, and not only this, the time that you waste on those idiots. And not only this, for example, if you're just getting started, you think that those people are the gurus, the creme de la creme of nothing. The creme of nothing. Anyway, the worst negative course, but with a positive intention, so you don't waste time on people. I'm gonna close with this one. I know one guy, he tried only one business, and then he became an economy teacher or whatever, something in business. It's ridiculous. So they fail in the real world, and then they think, oh, we go back to the books and now I'm gonna tell everything what's in the book. I got nothing against teachers, and I'm gonna tell you why. I talk with teachers in Malta, and those people have very good intentions. They let people think, they stimulate people to think, just to let you know. So it's not only about the word label teacher, but I do think that if the society lets in people who fail in business and then actually let them teach people how to do business, those people should be in jail. Because that's how you build actually the weakest fundamentals of society. Yeah, okay, you failed in society, so you're gonna teach people on the school, on our university, how it should not be done. And then expect the best for your country. Think about what I said. Anyway, I'm out. I'm going in because I have to work on my discipline. And as you know from all my vlogs, I am not operating in the BS section. Why not? Because I don't want, after 10, 15, 20 years, when I'm 75 or 100 years, that I'm on my dying bed and then people said, yeah, but you said in vlog number 20 this and this. No, I live by this, I speak by this, and I stand for the words that I'm just spitting out now. Garbage people sell garbage. And if you think that you should make a course and then sell it, and then you, with a half dialect, you try to sell that BS because otherwise you cannot make money, it's outrageous. Those people should be in jail. And who are you to judge, Dalla? No, nobody. But nobody is perfect. I'm out.